We flew him all the way from Grand Rapids, Michigan. It is not close. He's the #6 light heavyweight in the world. You might know him as Sweet Dreams. I know him as Jamahal Hill. On this week's Food Truck Diaries, and I'm feeding him CJ's wings. Let's go.
Make it thick, super thick. From my wallet to my check. I don't want it if it's skinny, but I need it if it's thick. Need a thick girl for the thick boy. I need everything I get, super thick boy. You ready? Used to have a model bitch, now I got a thick one. Yeah, I do. Last night went late, yeah, we had a sick one. Got very drunk. Yeah, and I like.
Jamahal Hill, what's up, brother?
What's going on, brother? How you doing?
You're a big ass dude, man.
I like to eat.
I guess so. I didn't realize how fucking big you were. It makes sense.
Yeah.
I mean, I feel like all the dudes, and you allude to this in your interviews, like it's a changing of guards at light heavyweight. Like, I mean, you're a big ass dude, man. The guys weren't this size when I was fighting at light heavyweight.
I look smaller on camera for some
You really
reason.
do. I always thought you were undersized.
Yeah, that's what most people think.
I was like, oh, he could probably fight at middleweight. Not a chance. You might have to go to heavyweight eventually. You know what I'm saying?
I like gold, man.
Yeah.
I like gold. So,
Well, hopefully they give you a chance to at least attempt to get that gold, because your division's a little tied up with the rematch, right? With your boy Yuri and Glover, right? So you got to wait for that. So you're kind of like in this weird kind of gray area, just waiting for the next call.
yeah.
And when you look at the, I guess, top 6, really, you're 6. In front of you got Anthony Smith.
Hurt.
He's hurt. After him, you got, is it Rakic?
Rakic.
He's hurt. So then you got Magomed, right? He, you know, so.
The thing is that him and Jan.
Him and Jan, right?
Yeah, so it's looking like they might match them up together. You know, I certainly would take either one.
Yeah.
But yeah, bro, it's a weird situation.
If it's up to you, what would you do? If you're the matchmaker, what do you do with Jamahal Hill?
If it was up to me, meaning I'm thinking like futuristically, and I'll give you a little breakdown into my mind. Match me and Jan Blachowicz up. Let Magomed wait and fight the winner, Glover and Yuri. Let me and Jan fight for the #1 contender. Take the winner.
I like that. I like that.
You know, I think because Magomed is young and at the top they're like a little bit older, except for of course Yuri. I'd rather fight him for a title. I think that's a nice pay-per-view. That's
a dope pay-per-view. And I also think you're more well-known, especially here in America, with the fans. So if you launch Magomed right to the top, it's almost, he has the talent to do it. I just feel it's like star power. I think they got to focus on that a little more.
I think that could come with that.
For sure, if he becomes champ. Yeah.
You know what I mean? If he gets the belt from Yuri.
Yeah.
I mean, I think that would do that.
Yeah, I'm not mad at it. You're just in a bit of a tough situation. Then when you won your fight against Santos, which is a dope-ass knockout, you win that fight, and then you got on the mic in the post-fight press conference, you called out Jan, and then you got some backlash from the fans, right? Like some fans were like, he ain't ready for Jan. I was like, well, hold up. To use your defense of that, it's like, well, Jan lost to Santos, right? You just start Santos. What the fuck are y'all talking about?
Right, little MMA,
little MMA math, but still, that's how.
Yeah, but yeah, I mean, not only that. Look at what Santos did against the entire top 5. The footage is there.
Yeah.
You know, from one
He's
one
a
down
savage,
to 5,
man. Yeah, Santos is a savage.
And look at the result from their fights.
Yeah.
Look at what happened in their fights. And then look at what happened whenever.
Yeah.
So I mean, I'm not a believer in MMA math, like, oh, you beat this guy, but whenever you see how he was what he did again, you know.
The only time I use MMA math is for this.
Yeah,
it's like, well, hold on. You can't say he's not in his league, because he
right.
just starts the dude who beat him.
Right.
So it's like, MMA math doesn't work when you say, no, this guy's going to win. But to say that he's out of your league doesn't make sense in any facet.
Right.
Yeah. That's when I'll use MMA math, when it works to my
I think I actually
advantage.
even seen an interview where with James Lynch where Jan responded. I think he said something like, he thinks I'm not ready. I need a little bit, maybe a little bit more time, not just yet. Maybe because you don't want a piece of this just yet.
Come get these hands and find out if they're ready.
Maybe because you don't want a piece of it just yet.
Yeah, that might be it.
It's definitely ready.
It's ready, man.
It's cooked. It's cooked. It's done.
Yeah.
It's cooked. The pot is ready.
I had Laura Sanko on, and we were talking about Dana White Contender Series, like people that come out of there, and there's superstars that come out. You're one of the dudes that came out of there, man.
For sure.
Look
100%.
at you.
You know what I mean? I know a lot of people don't know. It ain't shown much, but Yeah, definitely though. That's where I came from. That's where I got my first start.
Yeah, because your name doesn't get brought up with it because there's like Sugar Sean, right? And you got Bo Nichols doing the damn thing. And there's a million other guys that came
Shout
up.
out my boy Jeff Neal, you know.
Yeah, Jeff Neal. Yeah, Tex Roadhouse. Shout out to Tex Roadhouse. That's where he used to work. Before, and I think he was able to quit that job after his last win, or last few, thank God. But yeah, your name doesn't get brought up a lot there just because people forget. Because when I was looking up your stuff, I'm like, that's right, that dude came from Dana White Contender Series, man. That was your ticket to the chocolate factory.
It was.
That was a big moment for you?
Yeah, that was it. I was like 5 fights into my pro career. I got the call. I was actually already had a fight booked. I was about 3 weeks out for that. And,
for a fight outside of the UFC? Mm-hmm. Oh, word?
Yeah, for a fight outside of the UFC. I was supposed to fight some guy from Brazil, and I got the call like right as I was getting in the car to go to training. Yeah, it was a big moment. It was what I've been waiting for. I always knew that once I got the opportunity, once I could be seen, I just needed to be seen. Because I've been putting the work in. I've been putting the work in for years. You know, a lot of people I may not have went about it like the conventional route, the loud route, like a lot of people did, but I definitely put the work in, and I made sure I was where I needed to be.
Ready for the opportunity.
Exactly.
Yep.
You know what I mean? So when it came, I was just happy that I had it and went out and made the most of it.
Yeah, you definitely did, because only 5 fights in Dana White Contender Series, and then where you're at now, 6 in the world. Pretty freaking nuts, dude.
Yeah, I've had more fights in the UFC than I have outside.
Yeah, because usually, especially this day and age, like especially if you look at the light heavyweight division, like I mean, you by far have the least experience. But with when you look at the boxing, like your boxing can be a problem for a lot of guys. You've just always gravitated towards boxing, because it's also, before you answer, it's not like you come from this mega camp like these other boys like ATT, AKA, Jackson's, or High Altitude, like these huge camps. Like, you're doing the damn thing in Grand Rapids.
Yeah. Well, the boxing thing, I always had hands. Yeah, but my striking as a whole, like elbows, knees, kicks, I do it all, and I do it all at a very high level. The thing with boxing is I realized the deficiency. I didn't realize the deficiency in the sport. You know what I mean? And honestly, a lot of it was amplified to me with when Conor fought Floyd. You know, and you could see like he was right at the top. He was at the top. He's looking at like all these devils. But when it came down to punching, and I'd seen it first in the Diaz fight. You know, the boxing, the endurance that it took to be a boxer. Then I seen how it translated over into boxing. So it's like, all right, how can I take this deficiency and make it work for me in MMA?
Yep. And then a lot of times guys will do that like a Diaz brother, where they'll emphasize, you know, in boxing. And a lot of it's the volume, because boxing, a lot of it's volume punches and the pressure. But you just happen to have this skill where you got some knockout power.
Yeah, it comes with that. I've been in a lot of fights, so I know this. I knew a long time ago, usually when I touch people, they go to sleep.
Really? Yeah. God, what poor kid in 4th grade found out that you have this God-given power?
Than that.
What poor 4th grader was like, you ain't gonna do shit. You know, you'd be number 6 ranked light heavyweight in the world.
I actually knocked my best friend out when I was a kid.
Really?
Yeah,
you guys were like messing around?
Nah, he's got a very crazy sense of humor, so he did a joke that I didn't think was too funny.
Paid the price?
Yeah, so I ended up knocking his ass out. We might have been like 4 or 5 or something like that.
What 4-year-olds knock each other out? Were your parents like, we might be onto something here?
It was funny. My mom loves to tell this story just because of like the whole reaction and everything.
Well, especially where you're at now.
I'm gonna have to say that one. I'm gonna have to say that one and let my mom tell.
Yeah, we get your mom out. You should have told me. We would have flown your mom out. Tell that epic story.
Hell yeah.
And I'm sure your mama now is super proud. Yeah. She watches everything. Or, because there's 2 different type of parents. Some will watch and then like with one eye, like, I can't, and then some are like into it.
My mom is definitely into it. She locked in. She don't want to see me get hurt and things like that, but you know, she don't want to miss nothing.
Yep.
She don't want to miss nothing.
Has she been to one live yet?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, she was there when I fought on Contender Series.
Oh, dope.
And I got signed. And also, like, the UFC messed up in the edit before my last fight. My mom's name is not Sandra Floyd Hill. I don't know.
Damn, they messed up your mom's name?
They messed up mom's name, and she is upset about it. She's upset about it.
Okay.
My mom's name is Shiva Tucker.
Oh, damn. Well, I mean, not even close. Somebody fucked up. So is that the only one your mom went to, or she's been to others?
She's been to, no, she's been to others.
Is she intense?
She
Like,
hasn't
rip
been
his hat off.
She hasn't been to other like UFC events. 'Cause, like my mom has like, you know, she has health things like that. But she's been to other fights before that.
Dope, man.
I used to fight. I strictly used to fight in Grand Rapids. Like we had a nice arena there.
Yeah.
We were a promotion that was willing to bring guys.
The fight scene's good in Grand Rapids.
It was.
I mean, the history of Grand Rapids, you know, Floyd Mayweather comes out of there. Floyd Mayweather Sr. comes out. Like, there's a whole, who else? Is James Toney from there? There's a rich history of real fighters out of Grand Rapids. So you're just kind of carrying on that too. It's first UFC one, right?
Yeah.
As far as like doing it to this level, I'm sure there's been others, but
like
6 in the world?
Well, not exactly Grand Rapids, but like, it's pretty much the same area code. Cody Stamen.
Oh yeah, he's a stud.
Yeah, Cody Stamen he came from the same area. Like, I actually have a DVD where I think it was my second amateur fight back in like 2010. Cody was like the headline, so I got me and Cody on the DVD.
Oh, that's cool.
On the same
you guys are boys?
Fight. Oh yeah, we cool.
Yeah, he's a stud. He's a stud.
We trained together. We trained together a little bit back in the day. And
that's
things
cool.
Like that too. Yeah,
well, you don't have a fight coming up for a while because the light heavyweight division's pretty tied up. I don't think the title fight's till December, so you can add a few pounds on. We're about to get thick, man. So let me feed you. We flew you all the way out here. Let me feed you and we get back to it, man. Let's do it. How you doing?
Hi, welcome to CJ Wings.
Thanks for having us. Appreciate it.
Thank you.
I'm gonna keep it simple. Go with one of your classic here. The picture sold me. I'll go with the chicken wings with your hot sauce.
I think I'm gonna go with the chicken tenders. With the chicken tenders.
All right.
Chicken tenders with the boss sauce, of course.
I have to.
Mild. Can I get mild though?
You got mild. All right, we'll keep it real light.
Yeah, a little,
keep it light.
Not real, a little light.
A little light. Nothing heavy.
It's sweet dreams.
Yeah.
Remember, it's sweet.
That's
not
right.
Spicy. Can I get some potato salad? That looks really good.
Yeah, it does
is
look
good.
nice.
It's really good.
All right, guys, it's coming up.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
And here you go, my dear.
Appreciate it.
Coming up, guys.
Appreciate it.
All right.
Let's take a little break from chatting with my boy Jamahal Hill, because man, it is a scary time out there. Halloween's coming up. You got Michael Myers, you got Freddy Krueger costumes, you got all sorts of scary costumes. But you know what's really scary? That bush you're rolling with in these costumes. You're around kids, you're around your girl, you got these tights on, you got this big bush. You're scaring everybody, not for the right reasons. Luckily, my friends at Manscaped launched their 4th generation performance package to make sure your pumpkins get the ultimate carving experience on this spooky day. That's a metaphor for trimming around your wiener, all right? Turn your bite-sized treat to a king-size candy. A lot of Halloween references, and join the 6 million men worldwide who trust Manscaped by going to manscaped.com for 20% off and free shipping with the code SCHAUB20. That's SCHAUB 20. Make the right call this spooky season. It's trick or trim. Get it? Have you ever tried to trim your balls and turn into a Freddy Krueger film? It's not good, guys. Well, luckily, Manscaped is here to save the day and make sure you don't look like Freddy Krueger below the belt there. All right, unlock your confidence down below with your wiener. All right, with the Performance Package 4.0. Inside, you'll find the holy grail of men's grooming items. They made it easy for you to upgrade your grooming routine. I gave my bush the Philly fade the other day, and I put all sorts of designs in it. All right, it's a full moon out, and the werewolf in your pants is howling. Again, a Halloween reference for you guys. It's time to tackle that problem with the Lawnmower 4.0. All right? We got you covered, man. The Performance Package 4.0 also includes the Weed Whacker, a total game changer for your men's hygiene arsenal. The Weed Whacker is a nose and ear hair trimmer. If you have hair come on your nose and ears, what are you doing? You probably don't need a Halloween mask. You're scaring everybody as well, all the girls, and you're probably single. So don't do that and use this to get a girl, all right? Seal the deal with Manscaped's liquid formulations. Their Crop Preserver Ball Deodorant and Crop Reviver Ball Toner will make sure your Halloween reference pumpkins stay fresh. Manscaped also just launched a new body buffer, the 100% antibacterial body scrubber. It's just what you need to keep you fresh and clean this Halloween. When you take that costume off, you're all sweaty. Use this body buffer to get your brain right, all right? Manscaped even threw in 2 free gifts of their Performance Package 4.0, the Manscaped Boxers, which I love, and the Shed Travel Bag. You put all that stuff in there, you're ready to go, man. Also, if you're looking like Wolverine, haven't cut your nails recently, be sure to look into the Sheer 2.0 nail kit. I could use those, but for my toenails. My toenails are like a velociraptors. And when I was a kid, I used to be able to put my toe in my mouth, but I'm getting older and I'm not as flexible. My youngest son can do it. I'm proud of him. But I can't do that, so I need the Sheer 2.0 nail kit. Get 20%. They're thick, too, dude. You hear them snap when I cut these things. All right, get 20% off and free shipping with the code SCHAUB20 at manscaped.com. That's 20% off and free shipping with the code SCHAUB20 at manscaped.com. Say trick or treat to your beautiful new Halloweenie with Manscaped. Happy Halloween. This episode of Food Truck Diaries, my boy Jamahal Hill, is also brought to you by the best kratom on the planet, the only kratom I trust on this planet. I don't know about Mars, I don't know about Uranus, but I know about Earth. If I want kratom, I'm using Happy Hippo. I'm shooting the pink lemonade shots before I hit the stage, before I do a podcast. I'm using it all. They got gummies, pills, whatever you need, powders. We got it all, baby. It's the best focus product I've ever used. Best of all, it's all natural, all right? So visit happyhippo.com. Use promo code ThickBoy. You get 20% off for life. Use that code as many times as you want. Share it with your aunt, uncle, your cousins, your nephews, your stepdad, stepmoms even, right? They can be difficult, but share the code with them. That's happyhippo.com. Use promo code ThickBoy for 20% off for life for the best kratom on the planet. Happy Hippo. All right, my man, food is here. I messed up not going with the potato salad. Yeah, yours looks way better than mine. That's cool. That's not a big deal. No, it's fine. Here's a fork if you want, a little knife. I don't know how you use tenders. Do you go knife and fork on tenders? You guys real proper out there in Grand Rapids?
You know, we get in there, we get in there.
Yeah, you get your hands wet, man. Yeah, you never, I don't want to assume, but I assume you guys do. And you went with medium, huh? Not a spice guy?
Yeah, you know, not too much of a kick. Can't be kicking me too much.
Not hot is fucking hot. That's hilarious. Holy shit. Yeah, no, it's good. It's good. Oh, man.
Spice Man.
Yeah, man. I'll tell you what, man. They weren't lying. Some kids use this boss sauce instead of ketchup where they're from, she said. But you grew up. In general, though, as far as your diet goes, you have a pretty strict diet. You have a nutritionist, everything. Like, how hard? Like, what do you weigh right now?
Man, like right now.
What do you think? We're all friends here. Nobody's listening.
If I had to guess, I'd say around 235.
Yeah, I'd say about 230, 240, right? 240, 240.
We're not gonna lean too far. It's not just.
Yeah, I'm every bit of 250 here, man. But when you're to cut down to
60.
I'm probably 60. Yeah, probably 60 for sure. Yeah, you ain't lying. Yeah, I mean, our brand's thick, but I can't get too thin and fuck up the business, you know. But for you hire a nutritionist. Is it hard for you to get down to 205?
No, like for me, I've been doing this for a while now, so I kind of know.
Really?
What to eat. Yeah, so I stick to like kind of like the things.
And you do it all yourself? Mm-hmm. You don't have some big team cooking your meals and.
No.
No, damn! Look at you, doing the damn thing. Most guys get fancy with it and have, nutritionists and
I mean, that's because
measuring
they're
salt and shit. Yeah, true.
And stuff like that.
But you're good.
I got a pretty good idea of what I like. I know like certain things, like from certain menus that I can eat, that won't put too much weight on me, and things like that. But like, once the fight is over,
it's on.
I go a little patty.
What's your first go? Like when you starched those Santos, what was your Tiago Santos? What was your first meal? Oh. Do you have like a go-to celebration meal?
I think was it pizza?
Pizza's always easy. Well, especially here's the thing.
No way, because like you trying to, you just won. I was sore. I was trying to get some liquor in me.
Here's the thing. Listen, it's a stupid question. Because here's the thing. When you get done with those fights and you go to the press conference, you get back to the hotel. What? Maybe 1 a.m., midnight. It's late. There's not a ton of options. So yeah, pizza. You're not getting your, home cooked meal, whatever your go-to is. It's either like bullshit nachos from the hotel or pizza or something like that. But you like to get your drink on.
I like that. I like, you know, I like to go out and
Relax.
Chill
Yeah.
out.
You a club guy?
Sure.
You go to the clubs?
Yeah, we went to the club. We had like a table.
Oh, damn. All right. Take it easy. All right. That sounds fun, though.
It was fun.
You deserve it, man. So growing up, though, you're one of the guys. You started fighting at 18, which, to be honest, is, I mean, that's pretty early for guys these days. I mean, some guys are like, oh, I've been doing taekwondo since I was 7. Doesn't count. Doesn't count. Doesn't fucking count. Nobody's competing taekwondo. The real athletes aren't taekwondo. You know what I'm saying? So you grew up basketball, football. Mm-hmm. You must have been pretty damn good at basketball because on your Wikipedia it says you had an offer to play even college ball a little bit, huh?
Yeah, I was gonna go play at Davenport University. It's like a local college.
Still, to play college ball at basketball, you got to be pretty damn good. There's a lot of basketball players out there.
You know, I worked hard. You know, it was like just like I work hard now with MMA. Like back then, that was my thing. So I used to work hard. Like whenever I visualize something and I'm passionate about something, like I go all in on it. You know, it's like an obsession.
Yeah, nothing's
half-assed.
half-assed.
You know what I'm saying? Like my mind gets fixated on it, and it's like I'm crazy.
You become obsessed with it.
Like sitting in there. You probably done had it there, sitting there, and late at night, middle of the night, you thinking, and you feeling. You actually feel those moments and things like that. So I used to do the same thing with basketball. And then like I get up, so I'm waiting for the sun to come up. So then I go, I get it, the sun comes up, and then I go and I play basketball. Go down to the court. There's a court not that far from my house. Yeah. Even in the winter, I've gone in the winter with a shovel, went and shoveled off the court.
Just a hoop.
Just a hoop.
But I think that's when you know you're doing the right thing, when you're like passionate, obsessed with it, and you're not like, it's not like a drag. Right. Like, you know, I mean, some days during camp, listen, I'm sure you love the fight, but there's some days during camp where you're like, God, dog, I'm exhausted. You know, when you just, like, sometimes the camp's tougher than the fight. And you're like, fuck, man, I'm just ready to get this over with. But, you know, with your passion for basketball, so at 18, you just decided to walk into a gym and start boxing?
So, my scholarship wasn't a full scholarship. You know, it was like partial. So it's like, all right, well, I'm looking at numbers. I'm like, all right, you're going to incur this much debt. You're going to have to make up this. You might have to get a job to do this. All right, but and now even up to this point, now I feel like if I was actually really to put my talents on display like that and to be noticed, and I was in that position, I wouldn't even be at this school. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? True. So it's like, all right, what if this don't happen? And that's like a real deal. Like that's like a real deal. Like, you know, I'm a realistic person. So that was something that I really thought about. And it's like, what am I gonna study? What's my other thing? I was like, I don't know. So I'm gonna incur debt. And then if this don't turn out, I don't know what I'm gonna do. Yep. To me, that's dumb. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? And I don't do things like that. So.
No, it's smart. I think more young kids are realizing that too. Like, go to college, get all this debt, and then I major in communication.
I figured I'd just take a year off. Like, I was like, fuck it, I don't like going to school like that anyway. So I'd take a year off and figure out
what I'm gonna do. Yeah. So you took a year off, and then where the hell does fighting come? But did you always want to fight MMA?
Bro, I always got into fights, bro. I've been fighting my entire life. Like, I'm talking like 1-on-1s, 1-on-4s, 1-on-8, 1-on-12.
1-on-12? What are you fighting in Russia? Jesus Christ.
I fought 12 people by myself before. Like, just situations, shit happens. You know what I mean? And then, you know, next thing you know, you just fighting. You know what I mean? I'm just reacting.
And was anybody like, damn, your mom's pretty good at fighting?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Your mom in 4th grade when you knocked out that
hard. It's kind of hard to deny. You know what I mean? We get into a fight and all of a sudden it's a bunch of people sleeping.
Yeah, knocked out and you're good. Yeah, your heart rate's not up. Yeah.
Knocked a lot of people out.
Yeah, I bet. Yeah. You're getting sweet dreams. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Hey fam, let's take another little break. While I was eating food with Jamahal Hill, I ran and changed my shirt just for you guys. I'm not doing this a different day. Don't think that, okay? Because UFC 280 is here this Saturday, the best card of the year, and you're going to watch it. You're going to be watching it on the live Thick Boy YouTube. You're watching the new fight companion, the Salt Lake City fight companion with Jesse on Fire, Frank Mir, and myself. You're watching like, man, I wish I could watch and make bank, bro. Well, cool. Now you can with my friends at freaking DraftKings, the official sports betting partner of the UFC. And right now, new customers can bet $5 on UFC 80 and get $200 in free bets if your fighter wins. If you haven't tried DraftKings Sportsbook, today's the day. Want even more action? Say less. You can also double your winnings on a same-game parlay, combine multiple bets with like which fighter will win, how long the fight will last, and so much more. Listen, kids, you can bet on the freaking favorite Makhachev all day long. If you're gonna do it, parlay it. Makhachev wins and it goes the distance. You can parlay that. If you want to make a lot of money, though, and have some skin in the game, I like taking Charles Oliveira as the dog and then parlay it with him getting a finish under 5 rounds. That's what I like, but I like money. So it's also a dicey bet. You never know. All right? Everyone who wants to boost their winnings, place a UFC 280 same game parlay today. Download the DraftKings Sportsbook app now. Use promo code SCHAUBSHOW. Throw down $5 on UFC 280 and get $200 in free bets if your fighter wins. That's code SCHAUBSHOW, SCHAB show. This Saturday at DraftKings Sportsbook, the official sports betting partner of the UFC. The main card starts at 11 a.m. Pacific time. Holler at your boy, Fight Companion, Thick Boy YouTube. Minimum age and eligibility restrictions apply. See show notes for details. DraftKings. I'll tell you what, lately on planes, usually I like to read a book. Now I've been listening to other podcasts. I listen to some music, I'm listening to other podcasts, and it's been great because if you notice, my ears, man, they don't fit your traditional in wireless earbuds. They just don't. My left ear, because of cauliflower, looks like a tortellini, so I can't really focus, and the things just fall out. It's a disaster. So while I'm on my way to Salt Lake City this Thursday, Friday, Saturday on the Oh He Thick tour, you think, oh, what's he going to do? He can't even listen to anything. You're wrong, because Raycon, you got that, Brent? Raycon wireless earbuds came along, and it's the perfect fit for my ear. Why, you ask? Hilarious. Because it has the optimized gel tips. It's the perfect in-ear fit. So it looks, it feels, it sounds better than ever. And here's the thing. They will not budge. Trust me. I do it on bike rides while I'm working out, on the airplane, to and from the hotel. I use them nonstop. Raycons, I reach out to them because I'm such a fan of their product. Raycons give you 8 hours of playtime and a 32-hour battery life. Raycons are also priced just right. You get quality audio at half the price of other premium audio brands. It's no wonder Raycons everyday earbuds have over 50,000 5-star reviews, all right? They can do it all. You get 3 customized sound profiles, earbud tap functions, the noise isolation, which I love on planes and in my hotel, awareness mode, so you got to know what's going on. You're going to get hit by a car on your bike, all right? Go to buyraycon.com/Schaub today to get 15% off your Raycon order. That's buyraycon, BUYRAYCON.com/Schaub to score 15% off. Buyraycon.com/Schaub. Now let's get back to the program. So you just started starching dudes growing up, and then you're just like, you watched a UFC fight, or what? What got you down the UFC path? Because there's always like a fight, or maybe it's an Ultimate Fighter. Something got people hooked on it.
So I was at Beat-Ups, and I actually saw the Anderson Silva fight, right?
You were at a place called Beat-Ups?
Buffalo Wild Wings.
Oh, word.
I forgot. Damn. I be forgetting.
Yeah, I don't know.
No. That's like, no. So I keep forgetting that, like, over here, y'all have a different slang and talk and how we say.
Yeah.
Because I asked a lady for some pop over here, and she looked at me like I was crazy.
Well, in Denver, we call soda pop, too, so you're not wrong on that. But also, maybe you don't use that term, bitch, but also give me a fucking pop, right? Like, you know what I'm talking about. It's not like you asked for a glizzy when we're talking about hot dogs. You know? It's like, come on, lady, give me a goddamn soda, man. Whatever the fuck you call it, give me the Diet Coke.
Right.
Give me the DC, lady.
Right.
So you're at Buffalo Wild Wings and saw an Anderson Silva fight?
Anderson Silva versus Forrest Griffin.
You saw Anderson, like, I bet I could do that. I starched dudes.
It was just like, I was amazed. You know what I mean? It was like,
he's a freak.
Something like it was, you know what I mean? That was like one of the most eye-catching performances, like, I think, of all time.
Agree.
You know, so I was like, damn, so there's people out here that's really like that. What if I run into that guy?
Yeah.
What if I run into that guy? So I need to become that guy.
Yeah.
You know, and that kind of sparked the interest. And then, like, I had to, like, growing up, you know, like my group, the core group of guys that I was around, we're brothers, you know what I mean? So it's like my god brothers, you know. One of them actually did MMA. He came over to my brother's house and he showed us his fight, like, on YouTube. I'm like, I'm thinking, like, this is fucking dope.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, he actually had the fight. He actually went in there and did it. I was like, I want to get in there and do it. I want to do it like the other dude did.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So,
So did he give you advice, like, go to this gym, do this? Because that's
the
thing
he told me
about
about
MMA.
the gym.
Yeah, there's no like blueprint.
There is.
You know, it's kind of something like, go to that gym and see what they say, and then you start competing, and then you're in, you know, next thing you know, you're fucking number 6 in the fucking world.
Yeah, no, facts.
There's no
100%.
blueprint. Yeah.
No.
So your buddy told you to go to that gym, you just walked in, and then it was on.
Yeah. Oh, well, he was actually at another gym. He told me to go to that gym, and like I talked to him about it. Then another guy, brother of mine, he had seen a sign that said the first 30 days free. First 30 days
like
are
a
free.
trial.
Yeah, like a trial. You gotta think like, I mean, I ain't have money. You know what I mean? Well,
What are you, 18?
I had money.
You're 18?
But like, you know what I mean? But like, I ain't have money like that. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, I was 18 at the time. So I went into the gym and never left. That's where I met my head coach now.
To this day?
Yeah.
Holy shit, that's
my
rare.
head coach, all my coaches, they were at that gym.
Damn. Yeah, you're a humble ass dude. Most guys get big and like see you and they go to these mega gyms, you know? And you're just doing the damn thing.
Nah, man.
Still have the same group of friends, I assume?
Real with me.
You still have the same group of friends?
I mean, yeah. But
That kid in 4th grade you knocked out still cool? He's your best friend back then?
Nah, that's fam.
He's still fam.
That's family, yeah.
He's pissed we're talking about it. He's like,
Nah,
God
not at
damn
all,
it."
man. He laughs about it all the time.
Yeah.
Like him, like he was my best friend all through my childhood.
Oh, that's cool, man.
You know what I mean? Then when I moved to Michigan, you know, even still through that separation, like we kind of left. He ended up eventually, when we got older, he came to Michigan. He's been to Michigan. He's seen my
cool.
kids. He's been to my house.
Dope, man.
There, you know, I've been back home. I've been back down there and things like that.
I'm sure
So
he's
we-
super proud of you now.
Yeah, 100%.
I'm sure he's super proud. And then was there a moment in your career where you knew you were
Shout
gonna...
out Andrew Ogden.
What's his name?
Andrew Ogden.
Andrew what?
Andrew Ogden.
Andrew Ogden. What up, dude? Sorry about that concussion. Sorry to hit you back in the day. But is there a moment in your fighting career where you're like, oh, I can take this pretty far? Like I'm going to the UFC. Because everyone, don't get me wrong, I play big time college football. Everyone in that room thought they were going to the NFL. The odds are maybe 1%, and we're a big school. The odds are 1% are going to the NFL. 13 of our senior class did. We're outliers, not a big deal. But in general, 1% does. So in the UFC, think about all the fighters that start to compete on your local circuit.
Yeah.
Maybe one of you are going to make it. You know what I'm saying? So the odds aren't great. But it's the guys that believe in themselves and then they have the skill. So was there a certain point early on in your career where like, oh, I can do this? Did a UFC veteran come into your gym, you whooped his ass, you're like, if he had success, I can definitely do this? Or was there a moment where you just start some dude, you know?
All right, well, certain things happen in you know what I mean, in I don't know, chapters almost, right?
Yep.
So, from the gate, I recognized things. So I recognized that I was, and just self-belief. I recognized I was good right out the gate. So
Right when you walked in the gym?
Yeah, when I came in, I was sparring. The guys that were sparring, my main training partner, my main sparring partner, he was one of the instructors. When I went there, his name is Jorge Surratt. He had fought Ben Lagley, some of those, I don't know if you Bad News, Ben Lagley, he fought Hermes Franca.
Yeah.
Things like
Old
that.
school.
So I was getting my ass whooped by this dude on a daily basis. You know, but at the same time, I would notice, all right, this weapon works, all right. You know what I mean?
You're having some success, yeah.
Some, and then off of that, I always had the mindset, all right, this works, so I build off of this, add to this here, all right, so I'm working this. So I was always, every day, every time we're going, I'm always adding, I'm always getting better, I'm always getting sharper, you know what I mean? To a point where it started to realize the fact that, all right, it's a little bit harder for him to get to me than it is for him to get, and just things like that.
Yep.
And then we actually just started going at it.
Yep.
You know, so.
He viewed you as an equal eventually. I was like, damn, I got to bring my A game.
Almost immediately.
Yeah.
Almost immediately.
Yeah, which is rare.
Yeah. Even another guy, his name's Caleb Grummett. He's actually heard he's got a fight. He's fighting again soon. Shout out Caleb. He was fighting on he was boxing. He was doing pro boxing. He's fought on the undercard for Floyd and things like that. I sparred with him. One day he actually, first time me and him sparred, I was catching him, he actually got upset and actually tried to come after me, but you know.
It is what it is.
Yeah, I mean, I did.
Yeah.
Yeah. You know what I'm saying? And then, so that let me know too, just no matter who I sparred with, no matter, obviously you still have that nervousness thing. I mean,
for sure.
That shit.
Yeah.
But I always had success.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I've never just been beat up.
Just got mollywopped.
I've never in sparring,
Yep.
not in a fight, nothing. I've never just had my ass handed to me. Grappling.
Yeah.
Grappling has happened, obviously, as going through that, you know what I mean?
Because how much do you, because this two-part question, because A, how much do you focus on grappling? B, one of the good things about this new age of light heavyweights, a lot of strikers. Everyone fancies himself a striker, which I think plays into your hand to get to that UFC gold. Like you have Jan who will wrestle, grapple some. Obviously Glover's there, but he probably has one fight left, and then Magomed's kind of.
Well, I say that. Well, the grappling, as opposed to like coming in. You know what I'm saying? So like coming in, that wasn't my strong suit. I'm like.
But I'm saying your strong suit now, like where you're an outlier in the top 6 is your boxing, right? Like your right hand, your 1-2, like filthy. Nobody else has that. None of those guys have that. They just don't. It's just you worked hard on it. It's also God-given talent. So that's where you're different than those other guys. If you look at those other 5 guys ahead of you, they can't box like you can.
No.
So that's your advantage.
Yeah.
So my question would be, if I'm them.
I also think my advantage and the thing that makes me more dangerous than anything is my IQ, my awareness, understanding what to do in what moment, and understanding what's happening and what my options are.
Correct. And then that's also what I think makes John the best to ever do it. I think if it was he the fastest? No. Was he the strongest? No. But he did everything pretty damn well. But his IQ, same with GSP, they just knew when to do it. What's up?
Leon Edwards as well.
Yep.
That's why like when that happened, like I said it before the fight. Like the thing that's dangerous about he knows exactly what to do and when to do it, and he's good everywhere.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? So that's like that's to me that's what everybody should try to strive for.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Just be competent everywhere. Be at the best you can everywhere. Be at a high level everywhere, and know when you need to pull what out.
Because guys have tried, Santos tried taking you down. Like a lot of guys try to wrestle you because obviously they don't want to stay on the feet because that's your advantage. I'd assume
Why hasn't it worked?
That's my question for you. How much do you focus on wrestling and grappling? Obviously a lot because they can't get you down.
I grapple more than I strike. When that gym that I walked into, it was a jiu-jitsu school.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? My Black Lion is Black Lion Jiu-Jitsu Academy.
Yep. That's your school. Yeah.
I got hands.
Yep.
The fight starts standing. So that's where that's where I wanted to get good at. But when it goes to the, I'm not worried. I don't feel like I don't look at myself behind anybody in that regard.
Yeah, especially when you look at the guys, who are ranked ahead of you. It's not. Glover's the only one, but again, I think you and Glover are 2 ships in the night. I don't think you guys are ever gonna fight. I think he does this one, probably loses, and he's out. He's an older dude, but as far as grappling goes, he's upper echelon. Yeah, tough.
He's tough.
Black belt. Wrestling, can box, but you're not gonna see that guy.
But I would like to.
He's a legend.
I would like to.
I don't think you will though.
Yeah, and it's one of the unfortunate things. But I feel just because I feel that even though he's more decorated of a grappler than me and things like that. But I truly feel my timing and my ability to know what to do and how to control and
capitalize on it
is that good to where it doesn't matter.
Yep.
Yeah. Like people say whatever they want to say as far as like the Paul Craig fight, but I know the mistake I made in that fight.
Yeah.
And I know where to correct it. Can I out grapple Paul Craig?
You obviously corrected it.
But I needed to do it. Things need to be done on my terms.
But also that Paul Craig loss, you want that to happen then, so you could focus on it. Because when you get to where you're going now, that's not going to happen again. No. It's not going to happen against Magomed or any of these other dudes, Yeri, Jan. That's not going to happen. You wanted that to happen then.
Yeah.
So you could focus. You need those small bumps so you can focus on when you do get to that, title run, which you're on now. Right. That mistake doesn't happen. You need 100%. That shit. Yeah. Because you wouldn't want that to happen in the title fight. That's a nightmare. You know what I'm saying? And when you look at the champ, when you look at like Yeri, do you see holes in his game?
Yeah, I definitely see. I see openings. I'm not gonna say holes.
He's also unconventional.
Because because everybody fights differently, right?
Yes.
So holes mean something. I see openings. I see things that I can take. I see things that I can take advantage of. I see the type of fighter he is. He's a flow fighter.
Yep.
He gets in the rhythm. He wants to get you in that fight and he wants to control the chaos and flow through the chaos and find his shot and find it. That's what I want to do.
Yeah.
That's what I want to do, and I'm very good at that. And I have a lot of fun doing that.
Yep.
So that's why that's a fight that I want.
That's the fight I want. Yeah, that's why I brought it up. That's the fight I want.
Bad.
Yeah.
Like bad.
Yep. I would love to see that fight.
Yeah.
It'd be a fun ass fight. We'll end on this. How do you think now that John, who's the king of the light heavyweight division, now he's gone, you got DC gone, Gustafson's out of there. The only guy still doing it really is John. He's going to heavyweight. How do you think John does at heavyweight?
I think John's a legend, so I think I think his gifts in fighting translate ascend beyond weight class.
Agree.
So I think he'll be fine. Well, does that mean that he won't have some adversity and some things won't happen that might be catastrophically bad?
Yeah, I agree. Heavyweight,
you know what I mean?
Yeah, when he goes bad, he goes bad.
You know what I mean? So, yeah. But I think he'll be fine. I actually want him to do well because here's the thing: I'm gonna keep doing my thing, and once I start knocking down certain challenges, and those new challenges present themselves, I'm hoping he's one of those. I have no problem following him up there.
Yeah, that'd be great.
You know what I mean? Especially for something to be on that type of level or that type of magnitude. You know what I mean? Especially if I do my thing here.
Hell yeah.
Maybe go down, see, holla, just play around in some weight classes, play around with some gold.
You agree? Yeah, I think that's the new wave of the UFC too. These guys to get that superstar level, it's like the bounce around weight class is kind of the new vibe. That's what these guys are doing to become superstars. The guy who I think is eventually going to go to light heavyweight would be Hamzat. I can see him jumping up light heavyweight.
Yeah, I'd
big boy.
I love that one.
Yeah, it'd be fun for you.
I love that one.
Yeah, he's savage. Yeah. Well, dude, we've wanted you on the show for a while, but you keep knocking dudes out, and then you're flying back home. So finally, we got you here, all the way from Grand Rapids. Keep knocking them out, dude. We're rooting for you here, man. I can't wait for your next fight. Hopefully, it's not too late. But before you go, we can't bring you out here and not give you shoes, man. You're on food truck, dog. So I know originally you're from Chicago.
Yes, sir.
So born and raised in Chicago, you moved what, to Grand Rapids when you were 12?
Yeah.
Yeah, so I got to get you the legend shoes because you're a legend, right? So these are some Jordan 3s. Now what makes, and you wear size 15, it's the biggest shoe we've ever seen. I actually stole these from Kevin Durant. But no, the size 15 were hard to find. But the Jordan 3s, these are the first Jordans that Tinker, who's the legendary designer for Jordan, these are the first shoe he designed. And when Jordan wore these are when he had his biggest year ever. And I think you're about to have your biggest year ever. I bet you're about to do some shit. So Jordan had these for his biggest year ever. You're talking MVP, Defensive Player of the Year, won the dunk contest against Dominic Wilkins. Like he had his biggest year ever. And so that's why I chose these for you, these 3s, because I think you're about to have a big ass year, my man. So these are your 3s.
Thank you, brother. I appreciate it.
Those were not easy to find in 15.
Ooh, I'm trying to tell you, bro.
I'll tell you what, I must have been struggling for real for 15. Thanks for coming on.
Thank you, bro.
Jamahal Hill, everybody.
If you're into thick boys, like, subscribe, comment, and God bless America. Well, that's not my big one. Just kidding.
Oh, beautifully done! We've got a new bantamweight champion! We have entered the era of John Lineker, taking out everybody one by one. Now the challenges will come, but you better believe that man's going to be ready for them. Oh, body kick! John Lineker! You are there!
Fabrician Andrade is a problem in the bantamweight division.
I am the unproud king, and everybody knows it.
John Lineker touches you, he hurts you.
I'm coming for you, John Chica Lineker. Don't hide.
Fabrício, você é o próximo.